Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you as always on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with my Ohio State Buckeyes, Iowa Hawkeyes Week 6 game preview as our number 3 ranked 4-0 Ohio State Buckeyes are back at the Horseshoe tomorrow afternoon for a 3:30 p.m. kickoff as they welcome the 3-1 Iowa Hawkeyes to town. And of course, Iowa is led by a familiar face that we all know in Cade McNamara, who once upon a time was the quarterback with the team up north. Now, believe it or not, as we all know with Iowa, they're still good on defense. They've always been, and they probably always will be under Kirk Ferentz. But this year, they have discovered the ability to have a functioning offense. As in their 3 wins, now you'll look at the competition, and yeah, it's not great. I mean, Illinois State, Troy, and Minnesota. Whoop de doo! But in those 3 wins, they've scored over 30 points. And then, of course, you look at their one loss against Iowa State. They only scored 19 points and they lost by 1 freaking point. That's tough. Now, in their last game 2 weeks ago against Minnesota, because of course they had a bye week last week, so they're going to be well rested and ready for this game, just like the Buckeyes. But in their last game against the Gophers of Minnesota, yeah, they won 31-14. But Cade McNamara went 11 of 19 for 62 yards. That's not even the craziest part. Caleb Johnson, their stud running back, who, by the way, was doing a little yapping about Ohio State. I'll get into him in a minute. But he had 21 carries for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns. So, yeah, he pretty much did all the damage on the ground for Iowa. In fact, Iowa ran the ball 45 times for 272 yards total and 4 touchdowns. So, yeah, Caleb Johnson pretty much did all the damage on the ground for the Hawkeyes. And speaking of which, of course, earlier this week, Caleb Johnson came out and pretty much dogged Ohio State, saying that even if Ohio State had offered him, which they didn't, he would not have committed to Ohio State because he wants to beat them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'm facing Ohio State, I'm trying my best to not give them bulletin board material. So we'll see how that goes. Now, before I get into talking about this matchup, of course, this week Ohio State is breaking out the all gray unis, so this should be good. Hopefully we go out there and we ball the hell out in them things. I kind of wish we'd wear the all blacks one time. I wonder if we're going to. I hope so. Sound like Kodak Black. I hope so. I mean, it'd be dope if we rocked the all blacks, the all scarlets, the all grays, and even the all whites in a game at some point. Just break out all the combos. That'd be awesome. I don't know if they'd actually do that though. It's like, hey, Mr. Ross Bjork. I don't know if you're in charge of, jersey assignments, but how about we do that, right? Just wear every combo at least once in a season, right? Don't have to wear it multiple times. Just wear it once for like the big games, right? Like if for one of our night games coming up, rock the all blacks, right? Maybe for one of these like lesser games, you wear the all reds, the all scarlets, and then for one of our big road games, you rock the all whites. There you go. And then of course you have the all grays, which aren't bad at all. Imagine if Ohio State started doing mix and matching, right? Red tops with like white pants, or black tops, red pants. Well, how about this? Gray tops with red pants. Oh, of course, they don't usually do the whole mix and match thing. Still remember when they wore those like weird black helmets with their red jerseys. Remember that? That was weird. They did that for the game a couple years ago when they, I think, won in overtime, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Remember when they had those camouflaged helmets? Those weren't too bad. Those combos were pretty cool, to be honest, but I like what they've done recently with the, you know, one color combo, like all black, all white, all scarlet, yeah, all gray. That's cool looking. And maybe sometime soon they'll start breaking out the retros again. That'd be cool. But yeah, they're rocking the all grays this week. Should be good. Hopefully they ball the hell out in them. You know, make them look good on TV. Yes, sir. Now, getting into this matchup, historically, of course, Ohio State has dominated this matchup as they lead the series 47 to 15 in 3. The last time these two teams met was in 2022, where Ohio State blew the doors off of Iowa 54 to 10. And of course, Ohio State got their lick back from 2017, where Iowa blew the doors off of them 55-24 in Iowa City. So yeah, Ohio State got their lick back in 2022, and hopefully we can start up another one of them winning streaks against these guys, especially after what Caleb Johnson was saying, right? And for those wondering, where's Caleb Johnson from? Hamilton, Ohio, so right outside of Cincinnati. So yeah, it is what it is. It would have been different if he was from right outside Columbus, like Pickerington or that area, right? Like Dublin. If he was from like right outside Columbus saying that, yeah, that would have been more personal. But it's like he's from Hamilton, Ohio. Like, okay, you're like pretty much right outside Cincinnati. Like, whoop de doo. Not to mention, like I said, Ohio State didn't even offer him. Like, look at who Ohio State offered in that class at running back, right? Yeah, they offered some big names. They were going big fish hunting that year. I don't think they really had their eyes on Caleb Johnson, but hey, it is what it is. Now, getting into my keys to a Buckeye dub tomorrow afternoon. Number one, this is important. Start fast on both sides of the ball. Usually, the defense has had trouble starting fast. Like, they'll let the opposing offense move down the field on them, and then they'll wake up. No, 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 no. Enough of that. I want these guys to wake up from the moment that ball is kicked off to start the game, right? From the first possession, wake up, go out there and wreak havoc. Don't let the opponent get halfway down the field and then wake up, right? Like, get out there and dog walk these guys. Simple as that. Number two, forced turnovers. Now, they haven't really forced a whole lot of turnovers. In fact, I looked, only 3 interceptions so far this year. Yeah, a little light on the interceptions, and I think they only have a few fumbles forced too. It's like, hey, yo, how about we start forcing more turnovers, right? That'd be cool. Get our offense back out there so they can do more damage, so we can see more of Jeremiah Smith. And then number three, this is important. I usually only say this heading into the game, but don't get caught looking ahead because next week, Ohio State travels to Autzen to face the Ducks. Don't get caught looking ahead to that game. That's a big, big game coming up. You got to focus on the Hawkeyes first, and then you can get ready for the Ducks in Eugene, Oregon. By the way, that game's going to be a night game. That's going to be a banger. Now, getting into my players to watch. Of course, I talk about one on offense and one on defense. Offensively, I got Jeremiah Smith because that dude is like not human. He's him. He is straight up him. I saw that dude literally make 2 catches with one freaking hand. When I see he's unguardable, I'm not lying. That dude is only a freshman. Imagine what he's going to do when he's a junior. And for those wondering, he's not going to be here when he's a senior. He's going to the league the first chance he gets, if this keeps up, which I know it will. Yep. He's only going to get better. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for him. And then on defense, I got the front seven. The whole front seven needs to show up this week. They got to get after Cade McNamara and stuff the run. Because the way I see it, you stop Caleb Johnson, you stop their offense. You make Cade beats you through the air, right? Because, I mean, you have him throwing against our secondary, we might be able to force some turnovers. And then getting into my prediction for this game, I think it'll be close, but I got the Buckeyes winning 28-13. So there you go. Buckeyes winning 28-13, and they will go to 5-0 heading into that big game next week against Oregon on the road in Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. That'll be a banger. Cannot wait for that. So that's really all I got for this one, guys. Keeping it nice and short for you. As always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell. And for those wondering, will I be streaming this game on the main channel? Yes, I will. Although I might be a little late because for those who don't know, I will be live for Guardians Tigers tomorrow at 1. So when that game ends, I will immediately end that stream and then I'll jump over to Ohio State, Iowa, and then just do the rest of that game. And then, of course, on Sunday, I'll be doing Browns and Commanders. Yay! So I get to watch my football team ruin my weekend. Again. Yay. Maybe they'll actually win this week, right? So, yeah, that's all I got, guys. Be sure, as always, to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. As always, I'm Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. Let's go, Bucks. OH. I'm out. Bye-bye.